Well, this is going to be a fun activity, just kind of going back over what music has influenced me in my life and what I've really enjoyed, and hopefully it'll be fun for you as well. I did this with dancing a while back, and now it's going to music itself. Keep in mind that I was born in 1927. That's just 2 years before the great stock market crash of 1929 that begins the Great Depression. And so my first 10 years, 12 years were spent living during Depression times. This is a picture of my grandfather, William Robert Craig, and his wife, Minnie, in Cascade, Idaho, about 1929. My grandfather lost all of his money, just retired, lost all of his money due to the failure of a bank. So he was left with nothing. My grandfather and grandmother, my father had to help support them during those early Depression years. Here's an example that runs on the bank at that time. People would go to get their money, which they had deposited in their savings. The banks wouldn't pay them. They just closed up. Then the music that was being played at that time, my grandma and grandpa had up in the attic, had a Victrola. You wound when you played it, and it played a couple of songs, and one of them was Hallelujah, I'm a Bum, which was reminiscent of what was going on in the country at that time. So I thought maybe we'd take a look at that, listen to it, so you get the idea.
Hallelujah, I'm a bum. Hallelujah, bum again. Hallelujah, give us a hand out to revive us again. Oh, why don't you work like other men do?
How the hell can I work when there's no work to do?
Hallelujah, I'm a bum. Hallelujah, bum again. Hallelujah, give us a hand out to revive us again.
When I was a boy, about 7, 8, 9 years old, my mother used to play the piano for a dance orchestra that played in a place out of Cascade called the Cowsheds. And that's what it had been, is the Cowsheds. And they had Saturday night dances there. Apparently they were pretty lively. But she would practice the music that she was going to play for these dances there at home on the piano. And so I had all this sheet music was there of the songs that she was practicing. And here are a few of them that I remember as a boy growing up that she was playing on the piano and learning to sing them myself as well. Roll out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel, we've got the blues on the run. Zing, boom, torero, ring out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel, for the gang's all here, yum-pum-pum. Well, if I ruined that rendition, it's all my fault. That's the first time I've tried putting my voice along with the sound that's coming through, and it's difficult to coordinate. But at any rate, there's an attempt. Now here's another one, which my mother played, which we had the sheet music to, Red Sails in the Sunset. And rather than having me sing it this time, we'll have Nat King Cole who sang it in 1935.
Sails in the sunset. Red sails in the sunset, way out on the sea. Oh, carry my loved one home safely to me. She sailed at the dawning. All day I've been blue. Red sails in the sunset. I'm trusting in you.
And now to encapsulate the years I spent in high school, junior high school, marching band, and junior college, pep band at Boise Junior College, which is now Boise State University. I like to include the epitome of the marching band, and it comes out of the musical The Music Man with Robert Preston. And those who have seen this will never forget. It's the finale of the movie, and it has all of the credits and everything too, but I like to play this one in its entirety because it's so doggone good. 76 trombones, 76 trombones, let the big parade, and going on from there. Here we go. Then there came a time when, living up in Provo, I had the opportunity of singing in a barbershop chorus, Utah Valley Barbershop Chorus, which was delightful. My introduction, really, to good barbershop music. We had an excellent conductor, participated in competitions, one of them regional down in San Diego against other barbershop courses and quartets. I never did really sing quartet music much, but this was an outstanding. And out of that experience came an appreciation, which I found also one of the best examples was in The Music Man by the Buffalo Bills, a national barbershop quartet group. They won the championship before The Music Man was made. So I'd like to continue on here with one of their songs, Light a Rose, and listen to the female singer that joins with them at the end, and the combination of the two. Delightful.
Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, to get the sun back in the kiss and shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bell chime. Ding dong ding, at the least suggestion, I'll pop the question. Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Light a rose, how everyone knows that I am hoping you're the same. So here is my love song, not fancy or fine. Light a rose, oh, won't you be my light rose, oh, light rose, oh, light rose.
Dream of now, dream of then, dream of a love song that might have been. Do I love you? Oh yes, I love you, and I'll bravely tell you, but only when we dream again. Sweet and low, sweet and low, how sweet that memory, how long ago, forever, oh yes, forever, will I ever tell you, oh no.
Light a rose, oh, light a rose, oh.
Dream
Light a rose, I'm
of
home again, Rose, to get the sun back in the sky.
dream
Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, about 1,000 kisses shy.
Do I love
Ding dong ding,
oh yes,
I can hear the chapel bell chime.
and I bravely tell you,
Ding dong ding,
but
at the
only
least
when we
suggestion, I'll pop the question.
sweet
Light a rose, I'm
and
home
low,
again, Rose, without a
sweet
sweetheart to my
and
name.
low, how
Light a
sweet
rose,
the
how everyone knows that I am hoping you're the same. So here's my love
yes,
song,
forever.
not fancy or fine.
Will I ever tell?
Light a rose, oh, won't you be
Oh no.
mine? Light a rose, oh, light a rose, oh, light a rose.
Then another form of music that I've thoroughly enjoyed is choral music. Introduced to choirs when I joined the LDS Church, and then of course the great Tabernacle Choir in Salt Lake City. Beautiful music. And I had the opportunity of singing in the a cappella choir at Brigham Young University in 1954, I believe it was, 54, 55. And then within the last part of my life, had the opportunity of singing for 5 years in the Southern Utah Heritage Choir. And in that capacity, we traveled to Carnegie Hall, New York City, sang there, sang in Mexico and Merida, and then we sang in Armenia, Yerevan, Armenia, just south of Russia, north of Turkey. What great experiences those were, and enjoyable singing with other people who were similarly attracted to the kind of music that we sang. Here's an example of the music from the Heritage Choir. And now we'll bring this video to a close with the last song being one that was sung by Mary Jo and I in a production of Fiddler on the Roof, which took place here in St. George nearly 25 years ago. This photo was taken in our backyard in Santa Clara in preparation for our much of my memorization of the lines and the music was carried out in the Santa Clara Cemetery about 5 o'clock in the morning. I'd have the time to be able to practice the songs that I had to memorize and the lines that I had to learn as well. It was a tough job, a lot of memorization in that. While I was doing this, I never had any objections from those who were out there at the time, but of course they never told me I was doing very well either.
Love. Golda, do you love me?
Do I what?
Do you love me?
Do I love you?
Well?
With our daughters getting married and there's trouble in the town, you're upset, you're worn out. Go inside, go lie down. Maybe it's indigestion.
No, Golda, I'm asking you a question. Do you
a fool.
I know. But do you love me?
Do I love you?
Well.
For 25 years I've washed your clothes, cooked your meals, cleaned your house, given you children, milked your cow. After 25 years, why talk about love right now?
Golden, the first time I met you was on our wedding day. I was scared.
I was shy.
I was nervous.
So was I.
But my father and my mother said we'd learn to love each other. And now I'm asking, Golden, do you love me?
I'm your wife.
I know. But do you love me?
Do I love him?
Well?
For 25 years I've lived with him, fought with him, starved with him. 25 years my bed is his. If that's not love, what is?
That you love me.
I suppose I do.
And I suppose I love you too. It doesn't change a thing, but even so, after 25 years, it's nice to know.
So for Golda and Tavia it was 25 years. For Mary Jo and Wes, it's been 57 years. And do you love me? That question was answered a long time ago, and the answer is still the same. Yes. Yes. Yes.